Well, hello, my crafting friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me and you're joining me on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll get notified every time that I upload a new video. And especially you'll get notified when I do go live. Now, so today is mystery challenge number 81. Oh my goodness. And this is my new, what I call new and improved mystery challenge. I give you maybe 2 3 clues, and then from there you're going to take what you can make out of a card out of those clues. Now with me, when I go to do this, at least this gives me a time to create. So the clues today were a stamp set you've never used, and I'm sure we all have some of those in there. One that we have used, and designer series paper. So it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see your projects. Don't forget to put them either onto my page, but more than likely into my group. And the reason being for that is so that I can see it and I can do a draw. I do a draw on monthly, so I hope that we can you can go to enter. Now, if you are outside of Canada, I can't send product to you, but I can send you cards, and I have lots of cards. So let's get started. So no surprise, I am doing another Christmas card. However, I am using the Christmas season, but get a load of this, you guys. I cannot believe that I am actually using garden green. Um, yeah, anybody that knows me knows that I am not a real lover of garden green, but I think this particular stamp or this card needs to have the garden green because of what's in the designer series paper. I'm also going to be using Evening Evergreen, Pear Pizzazz, of course, the garden green, and also Real Red. So that's going to be kind of fun. We're going to be using some of the dyes, and the designer series paper is this Painted Christmas designer series paper. So like I say, I haven't used parts of this designer series paper because of, I hate to say it, because of the garden green. However, I will be using that today. So that's going to be, this is my old stamp set that I've used. Now, the stamp set that I just opened up for this particular card is the Well-Defined. I loved this stamp set when I got it, and I missed out already on the Halloween one, but I remember years ago we used to have defined stamp sets. They were wood stamp sets, and I just loved them, and I used them a lot. So we're going to use this Christmas one as well. All right, so let's get going on this mystery. So I've got my cardstock already cut out. We have some stamping to do, and of course we have some die cutting to do. So the colors that I'm actually going to be using today is the Evening Evergreen. And I've gone ahead and I've scored it at, it's 5.5 by 8.5. And I've scored it at 4.25. And then I also turned it over. I scored it 4.25, and then I turned it over, and then I scored at 2 1/8. And this is giving me a Z fold card, or a Z fold if you are in the United States. And then I'm using this designer series paper. So in this designer series paper is garden green, Pear Pizzazz. It has Real Red, and the Evening Evergreen. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to layer this piece. Now this piece here is 4 by 5.25, and then this is 1/8 of an inch larger. And what's going to happen is it's going to come like this, and when it opens up, it's going to open like so. And like I say, I haven't used this designer series paper because of my I just got to get over not liking garden green, right? It's just, I don't know what it is that I don't really care for. I love all the other greens, but that one's one that just kind of just turns me off a little bit. But you know what? I like it in this project. So there you go. Right, so I'm just layering that onto, whoops, the Pear Pizzazz. And I probably should have used my multi-purpose glue because I got that wiggle room. But because I haven't got it on here, I'm going to try again and get that layered onto there. There we go. That works a lot better. And then this part is going to go onto here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some glue down on this side. We want to make sure that we don't go over, because if we go over, it's going to stick to the inside of the card, and we don't want that to happen. All right. So this, like I say, is just going to go right like so. And then I do have a piece of basic white, and it's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I'm putting that there. And the reason I've gone at a smaller size on this is because with the Z fold, I want to make sure that it's covered up there. Now I'm going to go ahead and decorate that. So hopefully I remember to decorate that. So also from the seasonal label dies, I've gone ahead and I've cut an evening evergreen with the largest die, which is this one here. And we're going to actually put that on there, but we're going to pop that up. And then I have this piece here, and this is what I'm going to stamp my Christmas on. So I'm going to stamp, oops, where did it go to? This well-defined Christmas stamp. So I'm going to show you something a little bit different than we can do with this. Some people don't know this fact, but I'm going to be using my evening evergreen. Now, I re-ink this, and I don't know if I've got too much on it. I have no idea. So let me just double check. I'm just going to tap it, and let me see if I've got too much on there. Do I need to take some off? Nope, that'll be good. All right. So on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my embossing buddy, and I am going to just take this. And now I've got my embossing buddy there. I have clear embossing. Actually, Peggy, to tell you, I'm a winter. And I totally understand the color draping and everything else because I used to do it. But yes, I am a winter. Hence the reason why I wear white, I wear black, and I wear certain color. I do wear a lot of summer colors because you can get away with them. But okay, so I've got my clear embossing powder. Did you know that you can take any ink color and you can emboss with it? So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to put this right onto this piece here, and I'm hoping I can't see it very well. Just ink it. Yes, I love the cool tones for sure. And then I'm going to quickly take this, quickly I say, and I'm going to put it into my clear embossing powder. And now what I'm going to do, first put my lid back on here, and I am going to take my heat tool. And with clear, it's a little harder to see, but it really looks pretty cool. And not that I really have to do this, but I find it stands out a little bit. And because this is kind of not the feature, but and then I'm just going to, this just makes it just a little bit sharper. And just double check that. It's almost done. Whew. Oh. All right. So I have that just like that, and it's embossed. So what better way of getting it so that you can actually have so many different colors of embossing powder, right? So we have that. Now I'm just going to put that off to the side because I don't want to get that mixed up. So this is actually going to go on here, but we need to get all our other stuff done. So I'm just going to come in because I'm going to be using the photopolymer stamp set. And I'm going to come in with these stamp sets, and I'm going to stamp with them. So let's go ahead, and I'll use garden green. Here we go. And I'm just going to stamp this. Was it garden green that I want to do this with? No, I didn't want to do this with garden green. Now, I just have to bring in my chamois. Oops. I better put let me just come in with my chamois and color that off. So I'll change this up again. So I'm going to come in with Pear Pizzazz. And we'll just stamp that up. Just like so. And then I'm going to come in with this one, which is this one here. And by using that, I'm going to put that into the garden green. We're going to try to line that up. I've got to bring this over here, and hopefully I can line this up. And doesn't that give kind of a different kind of leaf? And then I'm going to come in with, let's see, I've got that one. And I'm going to come in with Pear Pizzazz, and I think I'll use this one. And on this little one with the twigs that I'm going to use with the berries, I'm using garden green again. Oops. And another garden green there. And then I'm going to come in with my real red. Oh, and I need shaded spruce. Let's go ahead and close these up now. And I'm going to do shaded spruce with this particular one. This is, you know, when I first got this stamp set, I didn't know exactly how to use it, but oh my goodness, it's amazing. There's so much that you can do with this. And then I'm just going to come in with my berries with the red. And we're just going to stamp that, the berries onto those stems. And this one as well. There we go. Just put all of our ink. We can clean those up after. And then I'm just going to come in with my little cut and emboss. Now, another tip that somebody gave me with the cut and emboss, if you're having issues with your cut and emboss thing, is switch this plate, the white plate, up with a number 3 gray. I'm okay with mine. Mine's been used a lot. But what you can do is you can turn around and just use the gray one on there. So let's come in and grab these dies. Let's see. All right. Let's put those off to the side there. So I have this one that's going to come and get cut, and I'm going to use my Post-it note tape. And I can put this down a little bit. And I'm going to cut this berry one out. And just take that right on there. And then I'll just run that through. And hopefully that's going to be in the right spot. Oops. So probably using the number 3 would have been a better one to use today even. But like I say, my mini cut and emboss is pretty well used. So it's quite loose now, or it's been used a lot. So, okay, let's just put that out. Put that there. Like I say, so I've used my DSP. I have used a new stamp set that I've never used. That's the first time I've used that well-defined stamp set. So let's go in and grab this one here. And oops, I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to come in with this other berry one here. And then we're going to decorate the card. Now, what I might want to do, and I think that's what I will do, is while I've got all these inks out and everything, I'm going to decorate the inside of the card as well. Okay, so let's just get that. There we go. So I'm a pretty happy camper today. With all the flooding that's in British Columbia, it's pretty scary that we haven't had shipping to the interior of British Columbia. But guess what? I got 4 boxes. I think I've got about 6 or 7 more boxes that are sitting at in Richmond. However, it's starting to come through, so I'm very happy about that. All right, so let's go like this, and let's go ahead and pop this up with some dimensionals. Oh, I said I was going to do the inside of my card. Let's do that now. I'll come back in with this. And you know what? I like it so much. I like the look of it that I'm going to come in with the Pear Pizzazz and use this stamp set again. So yeah, things are moving. So that's a good sign. I have no idea how it got here, but you know what? I'm not asking any questions. I'm just happy that it got here. And then we'll use the garden green on this inside piece as well. I know with the floods and that in BC, it's even affected our fellow demonstrators in Alberta because all of their product comes through and goes through the clearinghouse in Richmond. So a lot of demonstrators that are affected in Canada. So there we go. Yeah, I kind of like that garden green on there. I might just be converted. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to put some, I'm going to use the glue just because I'm not having that much luck with the seal right now. Never do when I go live. Let's go put that right in the middle there. And then I can figure out what sentiment I want to put. It depends who I'm giving it to what I say. Some people like happy holidays. Some people like to have Merry Christmas. So like I say, I'm kind of just going, I'll figure out what I'm doing for them. All right, so let's go here. I'm going to pop this up. I'm dying to see what stamp sets you haven't used that are in your stash. I'm sure you all have some. All right, do I want to put that? I think I might even just put that down flat. Well, we'll see as soon as I start layering this on there. All right, so I actually had cut this before, so I'm going to go ahead and put that onto there. So I'm going to do some gluing on here as well. And then, of course, we're going to be doing some dimensionals too. So that'll go there. Then I'm going to put this piece down here. Oh, this should have come down a little bit lower. There we go. Now this can come here. So do I want to put dimensionals on that? I'm going to put, just going to cut my dimensionals here. Could have used some small dimensionals. There we go. And let's see. Now, another thing that's really nice with this writing is that you can sit and you can put, you could go ahead and I'm going to tuck this right underneath there and pop that up at the one end. You can also color it with your markers and get different colors on your words as well, which is really a cool way of doing that. So this is just going to go up there. And then I'm just going to put this one up over here. And I'm going to glue that right on there. You know what? I'm putting dimensionals on, so I might as well use some dimensionals. I'm just going to take this strip. Now I can put that up there. And I think I'll put some glue down at the bottom here. You know, Vicki, I've got to tell you a story. I had to say that when we had wood stamps, I can honestly tell you that I used every stamp set. And the reason being for that is I used varnish on my wood, and then I would stamp to make sure that they were straight. So I did use every stamp set. I have to honestly say, I think I've only got one stamp set left to use that I have not used from the mini catalog, or the J to D mini catalog. There we go, just like so. Now, I don't know if I want to put some ribbon on here or not. I could put some red on. Let me tie a red bow, and I'll tie an evening evergreen bow as well. So like I say, it's giving us a little bit. Well, that's a big bow. Didn't do that very well. And the key is to tie it tight, right? So I can put the red there. Or do I want to do evening evergreen? Evening evergreen won't show, so I'll just bring this out. Didn't do that very well with that, but that'll work. So this will just go here. Put that on with glue dot. It's a different type of a card. It's not a typical me card. That's for sure. Yeah, I think the evening evergreen wouldn't have shown because of the way I had it. If I had had this in red, it would have been a great one to do. So let's just put this up here. And now we have dimension, or we have I have red rhinestones. I also have these that could go on there. And I think I'm going to use these because I can use, this is an old olive, but it'll work. I know it'll work. So let's go like this. Here. This is a really dark red, so it probably wouldn't have worked as well. Let's see, we'll put one up there. And I think we'll use another bigger one here. Oops. All right. There, we can put that right there. Right, so there's my card. And like I say, that is using my, oh my goodness, Christmas season stamp set. It's also using the designer series paper. So I'm using my stash, right? And it's also using something that is brand new. And you know, it's funny, old olives, another one that I've just started using. So there you go. I've used my stash. This is mystery challenge number, oh my goodness, 81, 82. Please let me know. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Share my video. I would love for you to share my video. Another thing is make sure that, you know, that if you do live in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. The host code is just below, right about there. That's hard to do. Anyways, if you do live in Canada, I have an online thing now. Also to let you know, down in the States and in Canada, it's Black Friday. So for any order that's over $60 that's placed with me, I have either pearls or rhinestones to give you as my thank you and for a bonus for Good Friday sale. And the Good Friday sale goes from, let's do it, from right now until Monday at midnight. So if, I don't know, Vicki, you can't share if you're in my page, you should be able to afterwards share it afterwards from the page. That works. I'm sure it does. Anyways, so don't forget about my Black Friday rhinestones or pearls for anybody that puts in a $60 order. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you're going to join in, with me on this mystery challenge. I'm dying to see what stamp set that you have not used. I would love to see a stamp set that you haven't used. And if I have it, I might try using it as well. So have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Oh, what's coming up tomorrow is my Now What series. So I'll be showing you how to use something that is in your stash. I know for our fellow Americans, it's Happy Thanksgiving for them, and I'm sure I won't have very many that join me from the States tomorrow night. But up here in Canada, we've already had our Thanksgiving. So in any event, have a great day, and bye for now.